Okay, hai. Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh dan selamat sejahtera. So, semua dah ada sini? Okay. Okay, today we are going to discuss revision. That is a SIC question. That is the PSPM past year's question for topic accounting for inventories. Okay, so where are our friends? Dah masuk ke belum yang lain-lain? Okay. Okay, tu dah masuk dah. Ya, Laila dah masuk. Okay, today, mana seorang lagi mana? Rashdan. Okay, today I will be assisted by A3P1. Okay, so I hope that everybody will hi or note something at the comment. So my assistant, okay, I introduce my assistant for today is Miss Wasundra. Okay, Cik Nurul Farhana, Cik Rabiah Adawiyah, and also Encik Rashdan. Okay.
Madam,
so,
nama saya Safwana.
Sawana, saya cakap apa tadi?
Farhana.
Oh, ya ke? Okay. Okay, sorry. Okay, so awak semua boleh catat nama diorang tu. So yang dah hadir dekat sini, I can see that Laila, Aidil, Nur Kamarina, Nabila, Eng, Syafari Siddiq. Siapa Syafari Siddiq? Aidil, okay.
Akmal tu sir.
Oh, Akmal. Alright. Okay, so I think we're going to start our class. Okay, so I invite Encik Rashdan to recite a doa.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma aftah alaina hikmataka wa anshur alaina min hazaini rahmatika ya arhamar rahimin. Rabbi syrah lana sudurana wa yassir lana amrina wa hlul 'uqdatam min lisanina yafqahu qawlana. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanah wa qina adzabannar. Wa sallallahu ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.
Amin. Okay. Okay, today we are going to discuss revision accounting for inventories. Okay, live streaming via YouTube channel powered by StreamYard. Okay. Okay, saya nak share screen dulu. Okay, boleh nampak ke? Okay, alright. Okay, I hope that everybody dah buat your homework. Okay, in this in your book SIC, only 3 questions that we are going to discuss today. Okay, so I think without any further delay, I think we start our lesson now. Okay, so everybody please focus. Okay, about this topic. Okay. Okay, topic 8, accounting for inventories. Okay, we're going to discuss PSPM 2010-2011 session. Okay, the accounting records of beginning inventory, purchase and sales during the months of May 2010 for Salim Maju Enterprise SME. This company uses Perpetual Inventory System. Okay, for accounting for inventories, there are 2 systems, that is perpetual and also periodic. Okay, perpetual means kita akan update every transaction at the time it happened. Okay, so kita always update the inventory. But for periodic, we update our inventory at the end of accounting period. Okay, physically. Maksudnya kita akan kira our inventory physically at the end of accounting period. Okay, and there are two methods. Okay, actually there are three methods, but in matrix, we only use FIFO, that is first in first out, and also weighted average method. Okay, back to the question. Okay, this company uses perpetual inventory system. Okay, when it use perpetual inventory system, you have to bear in your mind that you have to prepare the table, right? Because we have to calculate or we have to update the inventory every time the transaction occurred. Okay, so these are the data, okay, required. Compute cost of goods sold and ending inventory if SME uses first in first out method, that is FIFO, and then it has given the format of the table. And then 2 Roman, determine cost of ending inventory with weighted average method. Okay, if SME uses periodic inventory system. Okay, so in this question, this question tells you two system and also two methods. Okay, so we're going to answer for the first Roman question. Okay, the first Roman is the first in first out using perpetual inventory system. Okay, so you have to prepare the table. Okay, so the table is date. The date must be in sequence order. Okay, purchase is in, cost of goods sold is out, and then the balance. Okay, so we start with beginning inventory. Okay, so we can see at the question, where is the beginning inventory? 50 units at 6 ringgit. Okay, so write down, okay, on 1st May 2010, okay, add the balance because it is the beginning inventory. So 15 times 6 equals to 300. Okay, on 5th May, there is a sale, okay, for 20 units. So 20 times 6 equals to 100. So the balance tinggal berapa? 50 minus 20 equals to 30. So 30 times 6 equals to 180. Okay, next transaction is on 8 May. Okay, masa ni kita ada purchase for 45 units at 7 ringgit per unit. So you write down 45 times 7 equals to 315. Okay, now the balance, okay, kita susun ikut tarikh. The first occur is 30 times 6 equals to 180, and inventory yang baru beli that we just purchased is 45 times 7 equals to 315. So at the balance, you have to arrange according to the date. Okay, and so on 8 May, okay, the inventory cost is 495. Okay, on 15 May, there is a sale for 22 units. Okay, because of this is FIFO. FIFO means first in, first out. So you look at the table of balance. Okay, the first in is 30 and then 45. So because it's the first in, first out, so you have to take the 6 ringgit. So 30 we sell for 22. So 30 minus 22. So the balance is 8 unit times 6. Okay, so equals to 48. And then this 45 unit belum usik lagi. So just turunkan saja dekat sini 45 times 7 equals to 315. So total inventory for this date is 363. Okay, on next transaction is purchase 40 units at 8 ringgit. So you write down at the column 40 times 8 equals to 320. Okay, now susun the inventory according to the date. Okay, just turunkan whatever on 15 May, 8 times 6 and 45 times 7. Okay, now write down the new one, the new one that we purchased on 20th May, 40 times 8. Okay, now the total of inventory is 683. Okay, the last transaction in May is sales. Berapa ni the sales? For 35 units. Okay, now according to the balance, you look at the latest balance that is on 20th May is 8 times 6, then 45 times 7, after that 40 times 8. Okay, because of this is FIFO, first in is first out. So, you have to take 8 times 6. Okay, because this is the first in. Okay, so 8 times 6 equals to 48. Okay, we need 35 unit. So, tak cukup lagi 27 unit. Okay, when it tak cukup 27 unit, okay, so you take from 45 times 7. So, 27 times 7 equals to 189. Okay, now the balance berapa? Okay, sini saya potong because we have already sell. Okay, this one tinggal 45 minus 27 is 18 unit. So 18 unit times 7 equals to 126. Okay. And then this 40 units tak usik lagi. So just write down at the bottom. Okay. So now your inventory is 18 times 7 equals to 126. 40 times 8 equals to 320. So the total of ending inventory is 446. So this one is the total. Okay. Okay. Now you can see the total. Okay. The question asks for ending inventory and also cost of goods sold. So cost of goods sold is the amount that we sell at the price of cost. So you calculate 120 plus 132 plus 48 plus 189 equals to 489. So this is the cost of goods sold. Okay. So far, is there any question? Boleh? Boleh Okay. So we continue to the next question. I think saya besarkan sikit. Tadi nampak macam tak berapa besar. Okay. Okay, so finish question 1 Roman. Okay, so the second Roman question is to determine cost of ending inventory with weighted average method if SME uses periodic inventory system. Okay, now how to answer? Okay, first step, first of all, you have to calculate the ending inventory unit. Okay, so ending inventory units equals to opening inventory unit plus purchase unit minus sales unit. So, based on the question, the opening inventory unit is 50 unit. Purchase, kita ada 2 kali purchase, that is 45 plus 40. And then minus sales unit. Okay, kita ada 3 kali sales, that is 20 unit plus 22 plus 35. So, ending inventory units equals to 135 minus 77 equals to 58 units. Okay. So, this amount you have to log. Okay. Kalau awak salah calculate the ending inventory units, then the whole calculation will be not correct. Okay. So, even though very simple, but this is the most important because this is the first step. Okay. So now we have 58 unit of ending inventory. So that's mean when you calculate the inventory physically at the end of accounting period, okay, the inventory is 58 unit. Okay, because we use the weighted average method, so we have to calculate the weighted average cost per unit. Okay, weighted average cost per unit equals to RM divided by unit. Okay, what is the RM? The RM is the opening and also purchase. So opening, total of for opening is 50 unit times 6 ringgit. This one you can get from the question. Plus purchase 45 plus times 7 plus another purchase is 40 unit times 8 ringgit. Okay, and then you divide by the unit. Okay, what unit? Okay, opening inventory plus purchase unit. That is 50 plus 45 plus 40. So equals to 935 RM divided by 135 unit. So weighted average cost per unit equals to 6 ringgit and 93 cent. Okay, so now you already know the cost per unit. Okay, the question is to calculate the ending inventory cost using weighted average method. So ending inventory cost equals to 50 unit. Okay, 50 unit that we have calculate. Okay, times 6 ringgit and 93 cents equals to 401 and 94 ringgit. Yeah, 401 ringgit and 94 cents. So this is the answer. Okay, boleh tak? Yeah, I hope that now you can differentiate or calculate FIFO and weighted average. Yeah. Okay. So, is there any question so far? Oh, Sundra tak ada. Okay. Safwan lah. Okay. Rashdan? Mana pula Rashdan?
Okay.
Okay Rashdan tutup gambar. Siapa lagi seorang? Rabia ni Rabia? Oh Rabia. Okay Rabia. Anyway awak klik je. Ya, Rabia awak klik je dekat dalam ni. Ya, nanti saya akan. Apa dia?
Dia salah tekan tu yang saya terkeluar.
Okay, tak apa Rabia. Awak just click the link that I gave you just now. Okay, nanti I will add you back. Okay. Sebab maybe internet problem kan? Okay, so we continue with the questions. Okay, so Abida. Okay, that is a question for 2010 and 2011. Okay, the next question is PSPM 2013-2014 session. Okay. The accounting record for sales and purchase of inventory perniagaan cahaya baru PCB during the months of March 2013. Okay. So, PCB uses perpetual inventory system. Okay, when it goes to perpetual inventory system, you imagine that we have to do table, right? With FIFO method. So beginning inventory is 1,250 units, which is 12 ringgit and 50 per unit. Okay, so maksudnya satu unit harga dia berapa? Satu unit harga dia 12 ringgit and 50 cents. Okay, so the unit is 1250. So awak harapkanlah, ya. Okay, so the requirement is compute. One Roman is cost of goods sold and third Roman is inventory at 31st March 2013. Okay, so we look at the answer. Okay. Okay, the answer. Okay, as usual. Okay. The table is date. Date must be in sequence order. Yeah. Tarikh tak boleh jump up, jump down semua, ya. Dia mesti in sequence. And then purchase, that is in. Cost of goods sold is out. And then the balance. Okay, we start with the beginning inventory. So beginning inventory just now is stated 1,250 unit at 12 ringgit and 50 cents per unit. So equals to 15,625. Okay, next transaction is on 5th March. Okay, that is sales 1,000 unit. Okay, so this one is different from the first question. The first question is FIFO method. Okay, this time is weighted average. So, awak kena buat calculation, ya. Bila nak buat calculation? Masa purchase ke masa kita jual? Masa purchase, kan? Okay, so on 5th March is sales 1,000. So, you take 1,000 times 12 ringgit and 50 equals to 12,500. So the balance is 250. 1,250 minus 1,000. Okay. Times 12 ringgit and 50 cents. Okay, so berapa the balance? 250 times 12.5 is 3,125. Okay. Next transaction on 8 March is purchase. Okay. Now, we purchase 800 unit at 14 ringgit equals to 11,200. Okay. So, okay. Kita susun, ya. Yeah. First is 250 times 12 ringgit and 50. And then we make another purchase 800 times 14 ringgit equals to 11,200. So the total balance for this date is 14,325. Okay, so is there any okay, so ada apa-apa perubahan tak Dekat harga? Belum lagi Tadi saya cakap apa? Purchase ya? Bukan masa kita beli. Okay, now on 12 March, okay, and on 12 March, okay, kita jual 250 plus, kita jual 600 unit, kan? Okay. Ini first in, first out ke weighted average? Sekejap, kita tengok soalan. Sorry, first in, first out. Okay. So, kita, this one, okay, sales is 600 unit. Okay, now, first in, first out. Okay, first in, first out. So, we take the first in. Okay, the first in is 250 times 12 ringgit and 50 cent. So, kita take out this one first. And then the balance is 350. Okay, so 350 we take from the 14 ringgit inventory. Okay, so the total is 4,900. Okay, so now what is the balance? Okay, so saya nak tahu what is the balance. Okay, I want to ask the audience. Okay, siapa boleh jawab? Kalau assistant saya nak jawab pun boleh. Ya? Saya nak tengok audience tidur ke tak? Buat homework tak? Buat kan? Okay. So, berapa jawapan? Balance for 12 March. Rabiah nak jawab ke? Rashdan pula dah hilang. Okay, so on 12 March, okay, kita dah jual 250. So, habis. Okay, and then we need another 350. So, the balance now is berapa? 800 minus 350. So, the balance is 450. Betul tak? Okay, times berapa? Times 14 ringgit. Okay. Ada siapa nak jawab? So, the total is... Tak ada siapa nak jawab ke? The total is?
6,300.
Okay, betul. Yeah, 6,300. Okay. Okay. So, this is the new balance of inventory. Okay. On 15, okay, we purchase another 900 units, okay, at 12 ringgit and 50 cent. So, the total is now, the total for purchase is 11,250. So, at the balance, kita susun, okay, the first in, atas sekali, the balance is 450 times 14 equals to 6,300. And then, kita susun the new purchase 900 times 12 ringgit and 50 dekat bawah. So, that one is equals to 11,250. Okay, so now the inventory total is 17,550. Okay, now on 21st March 2013, okay, kita jual lagi another 300 units. Okay, so 300 units, okay, kita ambil yang mana? First in, first out. So, kita ambil yang atas sekali. So, 300 times 14 ringgit equals to 4,200. Okay, now the balance 450 minus 300 equals to 150. So, balance tinggal 150 at 14 ringgit equals to 2,100. Okay, and then this 900 tak usik lagi. So, you just add at the bottom 900 times 12 ringgit and 50 cent. equals to 11,250. So at this date, the total of inventory is 13,350. Okay, the last one is on 27 March. Okay, kita ada buat jualan lagi for 200 units. Okay, so first in, first out. So we look at the balance table. Okay, is 150. We need 200. Okay, so keluarkan dulu 150 times 14 ringgit. So kita keluarkan yang ni dulu and then tak cukup sebab we need 200, tak cukup lagi 50 units. So 50 kita ambil inventory yang 12 ringgit and 50 sen punya. Okay, so 50 times 12 ringgit and 50 cents equals to 625. So now balance berapa? Okay, 150 dah habis. Okay, 900 tinggal 850. Sebab kita dah ambil 50 units kan? So times 12 ringgit and 50 equals to 10,625. So the answer for ending inventory is 10,625 ringgit. Okay, so for cost of goods sold, you have to add all the cost of goods sold. Okay, that's mean 12,500 plus 3,125 plus 4,900 plus 4,200 plus 2,100 plus 625 equals to 27,450. Okay, betul tak jawapan? Sawanah, betul tak jawapan?
Betul, Madam.
Okay. Ni Kamarina dah jawab dah. Yang tadi, yang Rabiah jawab. Okay. Okay, so mana senang? Which system is easy? Perpetual or periodic? Okay, which one is easier? Okay. Actually, the most easier is periodic actually. Sebab periodic kita boleh kira macam tu saja. But for perpetual, we have to prepare the table. The inventory table. Okay, the stock card. Oh, Kamarina kata perpetual senang. Okay, sebab perpetual kita boleh update every time. Okay. So which method is easier? Laila pun cakap perpetual. Okay. Alright. Okay. So which method is easier? FIFO or weighted average? Wasunda kata dua-dua senang. Mana
FIFO,
Rashad?
Madam.
Apa dia? FIFO. Okay, FIFO FIFO lagi senang sebab kalau weighted average.
FIFO.
Yes. Kalau weighted average masalahnya dekat perpetual. Perpetual memang kena berhati-hati. Okay, so Aiman pun kata FIFO. Okay, so kita continue with the other questions. Inventory ni macam senang. So please score inventory question masa PSPM nanti. Okay. Okay, so the last question, ada 3 question je dekat buku awak ni. Anyway, PSPM 2014-2015. Okay, the inventory data perniagaan lautan samudra for the months of September 2014 are shown below. Okay. So the company uses perpetual inventory system with weighted average method. Okay. So ini tadi dua question tadi dia uses FIFO method. Okay, now kita nak tengok weighted average method. So kita kena pergi slowly to with weighted average method to compute inventory cost. Okay, 11 marks. Okay. So required dia suruh compute cost of goods sold, round weighted average unit cost to 2 decimal point. Okay. So maksudnya ada point-point nanti. And second Roman is to compute ending inventory as at 30th September 2014. Okay. So kita pun buat table. Okay, the answer dah ada. So kita nak tengok how they calculate the answer. Okay, so we start with opening balance of inventory. That is 100 unit at the cost of 12 ringgit. So equals to 1,200. Okay, on 3rd September, okay, the transaction is purchase. So we purchase 200 units at the cost of 11 ringgit and 80 cent equals to 2,360. Okay guys, jika ada calculation yang salah terus tulis dekat komen so nanti kita akan tengok if there is any, sebab kadang-kadang sen-sen pun dia akan mempengaruhi jawapan. Okay, now we have purchase on 3rd September. So, okay, every transaction of purchase, okay, dia akan mengubah kita punya cost per unit. Okay, so how to calculate the cost per unit? Okay, remember the formula is RM over unit. Okay, now how to start? Okay, so opening balance is 100 unit. We purchase 200 units. So now the unit is 300. Okay. Okay, so the unit is 300. Okay, and then jangan buat yang tu dulu. Jangan kira cost dulu. Okay, you calculate the RM first. Okay, the RM is for opening is 1,200 plus 2,360. Okay, so the total for the cost is 3,560. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so the blue one is we calculate first. The yellow one kita calculate secondly. Okay, now we calculate the average cost. Okay, the average cost is RM bahagi unit. So that's mean 3560 divide by 300. Okay, you get the answer is 11 ringgit 866666. Okay, so we round into 2 decimal point equals to 11 ringgit 0.87. Just write it down. Okay, don't bother don't bother. Jangan nak risau-risau awak calculate balik 300 times 11.87. Oh, teacher, madam, tak dapat lah. Dapat 3561. No, just ignore. Okay? That's why the cost, the average cost per unit, you calculate the last one. Okay, boleh faham tak? Okay, this is revision Hope you have studied. Okay, on 6 September. Okay, we sell for 220 units. Okay, so 220 units. Okay, ni you letak the average cost. Okay, that is 11.87. Okay, equals to, okay, cuba kira, dapat tak? 220 times 11.87 equals to 2,611 and 40 cents. Okay, ni baru boleh guna that 11.87. Ya, then ni baru boleh guna. Nak buat warna apa? Okay. Okay, now the balance. Okay, balance. The unit is 300 minus 220 equals to 80 unit. Okay, and the balance is 3560 minus 2611.4 equals to 948 and 60 cents. Okay. So this one you calculate first. Okay. And then this one you calculate second. Okay. And then this one letak je harga 11.87. Okay. Don't bother. Yeah. Okay. Kalau awak calculate 80 times 80 times 11.87, you get the answer 949.60. Tapi sekarang jawapan kita 948.60. So, don't bother. Okay, so betul tak calculation kita? Okay, so calculation kita betul. 948.60 cent. Okay, jangan sekali-kali darabkan 80 times 11.87. Okay, I repeat because you get the answer is 949.60 cent. Nanti dah confused. Kenapa tak sama jawapan? Okay. This is weighted average rules. Okay. Okay, on 10 September, we purchase another 160 unit at the price of RM11.60. So, equals to 1,856. Okay. When it goes to purchase, okay, the cost per unit will be berbeza, will be different. Okay. So how to calculate? The first one is you calculate the unit. That is 80 unit plus 160 equals to 240. So the blue one is the first you calculate. The second one you calculate the RM. Okay. So the RM is 948.6 plus 1856. So equals to 2,804.60 cents. Okay. Secondly, baru awak kira yang ini. Yang last kali baru kira yang ini. Okay. So macam mana nak kira? Okay, macam mana nak kira? RM over unit. Okay, now RM is 2804.6 divided by 240. So you get 11.68583333. So you round into 2 decimal point equals to RM11.69. Okay, boleh tak so far? Is there any question? Boleh? Okay. So kita continue. Okay, on 11 September, purchase lagi. Bila purchase lagi, that's mean cost per unit akan berubah. Okay, so on 11 September, we bought another 140 units at 11 ringgit and 20 cent equals to 1,568. Okay, now how to calculate the balance? Okay, firstly, calculate the unit. Okay, 240 plus 140 equals to 380 units. Secondly, calculate the RM. Okay, we calculate the RM. That is 2804.60 plus 1568 equals to 4,372 and 60 cents. Okay, correct. Thirdly, calculate the cost per unit. Okay, so how to calculate the cost per unit is RM over unit. So RM is 4,372 and 60 cents divided by 380 units equals to 11 ringgit 5068421,052. So you round into 2 decimal point equals to 11 ringgit and 51 cents. Okay, kita dah repeat banyak kali ni. Yeah, at the purchase. When it purchase. Okay. Now on 18 September, kita jual 200 units. Okay, so just write down 200 times the new cost per unit, that is 11.51. So equals to 2,302 ringgit. Okay, now the balance. Balance tak ada masalah. Okay, so you just write down the total. The balance now is 380 minus 200. Kenapa kita minus? Sebab kita jual. So tinggal 180 units. Okay, and then write down the amounts, the RM. Okay, so RM tinggal berapa? 4,372.60 cents minus, sebab kita jual, minus 2,302. So now the balance is 2,070 ringgit and 60 cents. Yeah. Okay. So the cost per unit maintain 11.51. Okay. Now on 23rd September, purchase lagi. Okay. When it purchase, yeah, that's mean the cost per unit will be different. Okay, we purchase 175 units at 11 ringgit. So equals to 1,925 ringgit that we purchase. Okay, now kita nak kira balance. Okay, so first step is calculate the unit. 180 plus the new purchase is 175 equals to 355 unit. And then you calculate the RM. Okay, how to get the RM is 2,070.60 cents. Okay, plus 1925. Okay, so you get 3,995.60 cents. Okay, now you have to calculate the new cost per unit. Okay, how to calculate the new cost per unit is RM over unit. So the RM is 3995.60 cent divided by 355 unit. So equals to 11 ringgit 255211. Okay. So kita bundarkan, we round the amount into 2 decimal point equals to 11 ringgit and 26. Okay, 11 ringgit 11 ringgit and 26 cents. Okay. So far boleh tak? Boleh. Okay, Aiman kata boleh. Ya, Alhamdulillah. Yang lain-lain boleh Okay, so we continue. Tak banyak dah Okay, so we continue. Okay, on 27 and 30th is sales. So senang. Okay, so on 27, okay, we sold 100 unit at 11.25. You take the new cost per unit equals to 1,126 ringgit. So the balance now is, bila kita jual, kita tolak 355 minus 100 is 255. Okay. Secondly, we calculate the RM. Okay, how to calculate the RM? 3995. Okay, 3995.60 cent minus 1126. So equals to 2,869 and 60 cents. Okay. And the last transaction is on 30th September is also sales. Okay, so we sold 50 units. So write down the 50 unit here and the cost maintained 11.26 ringgit equals to 563. Okay, so firstly we calculate the units. Okay, the unit is 255 minus 50 equals to 205 unit. Secondly, we calculate the RM. Okay, so RM is 2869.60 minus 563. So equals to 2,306 cents 60. Okay, so this is the answer. Okay, so the answer for ending inventory is 2,306 and 60 cents. Okay, actually, to answer the question, better awak keluarkan the answer. Keluarkan jawapan tu and write down. Okay, this is the second Roman question. So write down the second Roman and the inventory equals to 2,306 and 60 cents. Okay, now we calculate the cost of goods sold at the sales column. Okay, 2611.4 plus 2,302 plus 1,126 plus 563 equals to 6,602 and 40 cents. Okay. So dia keluarkan jawapan. Okay. Just jawab the answer even though you have filled in the schedule in the table. Cost of goods sold equals to 6,602.40. 40 cents. Okay. So that is the answer. Okay. Ada soalan lagi? Tak ada. Okay, actually there are a lot of question of inventory at the previous PSPM. Anyway, kalau kita ada masa lagi nanti, okay, we will do the latest PSPM. Yeah. Okay, so that's all for the question for today. Okay, so is there any question from the floor? Tak ada question? Semua faham ya? Okay, good ya. I hope kalau ada keluar dekat PSPM, you can do the question. Because better kita buat PSPM on paper. Okay, all these things ada markah ya. Kalau kita buat objektif, bahaya ya. Awak dah kira panjang-panjang and then tersalah pula tembak kan. Okay, so tak ada markah langsung kan. Okay, so okay, saya tanya lagi sekali lagi, is there any question? Nur Kamarina kata no, panjang Okay. So Hafiz pun kata tak ada. Okay, so dah 3 orang kata tak ada. Saya ada ni kawan saya ni. Daripada Cikgu Shanun ni daripada KMPP Penang. Okay, dia tengok kita punya live. Okay, thank you Encik Shanun. Okay. Alright. So kalau dah tak ada question, okay. Tu dia my assistant. Okay, kalau tak ada question, I think we going to finish our class for today. Okay, before that kita takat gambar dulu. Okay, so yang ada dekat konti ni. Okay. So, saya nak awak semua hi, lambai. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So, that's all for today. Okay, before we finish our class, I invite Encik Rashdan to recite Tasbih Kafarah and Surah Al-As.
Subhanakallah wa bihamdik, subhanakallah wa bihamdika, asyhadu an la ilaha illa anta, astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Wal 'asri innal insana lafi khusr illa allazina amanu wa 'amilus solihat wa tawassaw bil haqqi wa tawassaw bis sabr.
Okay, amin amin ya rabbal alamin. Okay, Surya kata thank you madam. Okay, you are welcome. Okay, I think that's all for today. Sekejap saya nak tampal gambar. Okay, that's all for today. If there is any, kucing saya datang lagi. Okay, so that's all for today. Okay, bye-bye. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and selamat sejahtera. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye, madam.
Okay, bye. Thank you semua